Hello and welcome to the sound. I
Yeah.
welcome Kyle Walls and Evelyn Holland. So, Kyle, why don't you tell us a little bit about your music real quick here?
Yeah, sure. I have a new album, Blood Candy. Released that in February. And starting in February of 2020, I did a music video each month leading up to that release. And that's pretty cool. And actually getting a few plays on Spotify, for what I do, just a few handfuls of plays, that's getting it somewhere. But you can find it on Amazon, iTunes, Google Play or Google Music, whatever it's called now, and Spotify, of course. So that's cool to get some more music out there.
Yeah, I love making music. I've been so busy I haven't really spent much time writing in the last few months, but it's coming. It's coming. I can feel it starting to bubble up.
Yeah.
And also today with me, Evelyn Holland, musician, singer. How you doing?
I'm good. Just enjoying my day off. I got band practice later. As far as new music goes, I've been steadfastly working on the third record, and I just started a new song a couple days ago. And then I created this keyboard and interlude, or maybe an intro. I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to produce a better quality with this third record, considering I'm doing everything. And it's definitely more focused than Overlooking the Forgotten, which was released in January, for anybody that's curious.
Cool.
So yeah.
And what's your website so everybody can find it?
Oh, well, it's keysofsolomon.bandcamp.com. And there's the first couple records, and there's a few extra goodies that are Bandcamp only.
Oh, yeah, goodies are good. I like goodies. All right. Well, guys, today is a special day. It was actually technically yesterday, but we're just going to celebrate it today because I was off yesterday. The channel, Matthew's Music Lesson Studio, has cracked 20,000 subscribers! Yeah!
Woo!
Yeah, a little milestone, so I'm happy about that.
Opeth is a band that I've been into for years. It actually took me a couple of years to for them to stick, because at first I wasn't digging it, but I usually give bands a second or sometimes third chance to kind of stick. Yeah, I was gonna say they started out as a part of the '90s Swedish death metal scene with their first couple of albums, and then they started to evolve into a more, progressive metal entity as the albums went on, and now they just do straight on 70s and 60s flavored progressive rock. So they've kind of been all over the map. I would definitely recommend checking out any of their albums. My favorite is Blackwater Park. This is from Damnation, though, which is it has all clean songs and no death metal songs. It's a great record.
That's a great description too.
Yeah.
This is interesting. I have not heard this, so I'm excited. You're going to get my first reaction. I think I've heard Opeth in passing, but I wouldn't be able to tell you when it was or which song title it was. So we're just going to consider this my first reaction to Opeth because, like I said, it had to be in a mix or something if I heard it. I'm excited, though. You've been talking about it, and so we've been building up to this. Anything else you guys want to say before we get this one rolling?
Yeah, this one is my first reaction too. I've heard Opeth a couple of times on the metal station on satellite. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to make a prediction here, and hopefully I'm wrong, but I don't know, I might be right. I always think of Opeth as the band with the 2-minute intros. you're doing all this kind of diminished scale kind of stuff. I don't know if this one's going to be it. I have no idea.
Dude, that's
To
right up my
some
alley.
degree. Sometimes, yeah. It depends on the album.
Yeah.
Okay, a good criteria by which to identify if I'm going to enjoy a song thoroughly or not. Like if the first verse comes in, the vocals first come in, like a whole song length into the song, that's usually a good sign for me. Not always, but you know, I like long songs, and I mean, you know, that's because you know, I like songs that take you on a journey, and you can do a lot in 3 minutes, but you can do a lot more in 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on the, like, I would say what's being played, what the lyrics are, and the context, even the genre in some instances.
Well, like look at Rush. How many songs did they write that were over 10 minutes? I mean, seriously.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Without further ado, Musicians Panel reacts to Opeth Hope Leaves live at the Royal Albert Hall. Here we go.
In the corner beside my window hangs a lonely photograph. There is no reason I never noticed a memory that could hold me back. There is a wound that's always bleeding. There is a road I'm always walking, and I know you'll never return to this place. Without talking, there is a comfort in silence. So used to losing all ambition, struggling to maintain what's left. There is a wound that's always bleeding. There is a road I'm always walking, and I know you'll never return to this place. Once undone, there's only smoke burning in my eyes to blind, to cover up what's really happened, force the darkness out to me. There is a wound that's always bleeding. There is a road I'm always walking, and I know you'll never return to this Thank you. Very nice.
Hey, Matthew, the rest is banter.
All right, well, we can let it play while we talk about it then. Cool. That was awesome, dude. It was like my first reaction to it's almost like, and I mean, I'm putting things into terms that I understand, right? But I
Bruce
felt
Dickinson
like
today.
it was almost Tool and Pink
kept my
Floyd
cool,
combined, sorta.
He was pretty cool.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. I would say Dream Theater was a huge influence on a lot of their work. I mean, he acknowledges it, and they toured together in 2008 and 2009
Oh, did he fly
on
in his
what
plane?
was it? The Prog Nation
funny,
tour,
then?
I think it was.
He's like telling
Was in
jokes.
Sweden. Not funny.
Yeah, no,
All right.
he's got such
Fuck Sweden. We're gonna move forward to the
a dry
Ghost
sense of
River.
humor. I was gonna say.
Right.
It's
I'm
great.
just letting it
I introduced
finish
that
for
record.
them.
I said we're gonna move forward to
Fair enough.
the Ghost Rivers record.
Yeah, during the video, I forgot I was muted. I said it
We
remind
signed
me
to
of
Road Dog
Kansas.
Records, put this one out.
And I don't know if you got
by
my,
this
my
time,
brain on
Tardiva
Steve
had
Morse
joined
too much, but I was thinking the sound of the singer's voice, if Kansas used seven chords more,
we got
that's what that's what I was thinking of. I really enjoyed the complexity. of the
Oh
music.
yeah.
This song is
Yeah.
called Harlequin Forest.
Yeah, that's one of their simpler songs too. It's definitely more lyrically driven compared to something like The Leper Affinity or Deliverance, which is very instrumentally driven.
Yeah. And I was so glad to be wrong when I mentioned like a big long intro and the lyrics kicked in right away. Even though I know Matthew, that probably you're going, but
No, I was just
I
giving
know.
you a hard time. Like my wife always, like whenever we do stuff like this at home, like say we're wanting to watch music, listen to some music on the TV while we're having like a party and playing Cards Against Humanity. We'll take turns picking songs, and everybody will give me a hard time because they're like, "Oh, your picks are half an hour. That's not fair. I need to get to pick 10 songs." And I'm like, okay, I wanted to listen to Octavarium. I'm sorry. I love Octavarium. It's one of my favorite songs. I wanted to listen to it. So I was just making a point of, it's not. It doesn't have to be that way. A lot of the songs that I write are only 3 minutes.
Yeah, you should play her some Transatlantic sometime. In that case, I mean, it's one of Mike Portnoy's like other projects. I think he did it with Neil Morris of Spock's Beard. But yeah, I think they did an album with like 3 20-minute songs or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. So one thing I wanted to mention about that musically, in the structure of the song, there's like, I don't even know what you would call it. After the main vocal melody, the A section, we'll call it, the verse, you could call it. I don't know. I couldn't tell where the title was specifically, so I can't really determine the sections. So we can just use A and B to be simple. So the first section that you hear that was sort of like a verse, we'll call that A. There was a little transition section that's at the end, and it had this little chromatic bass run and a really interesting, spooky harmony. And then it chromatically went, na, 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 and it was just this little like transition, and it was haunting and just gorgeous. And it's like, man, I love that choice of harmony because it was so spooky. Like, and I don't mean like scary. Just I'm trying to find the right word to describe it. It was really cool, and it kept it interesting.
I think that comes from the fact that the band up to this point had played a lot of death and black metal influence stuff. And it was always progressive metal, but are progressive influenced. But yeah, like the fact that they were like tonally using these more death metal esque intervals and everything, and then they went and did something like this that's a little more melodic. They still had that kind of in their tool bag to utilize, but they utilized it in obviously a more melodic way here.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. It was like I said, I felt like it didn't ever get to like a slow burn grind like Tool, but all those fingerstyle arpeggios at the beginning and throughout, they just for some reason they were reminding me of Tool. And then that guitar solo was just sick. I really, really liked the guitar solo. It built up so nice. It had great phrasing. It checked all the boxes. Built to a climax, had a great tone. It didn't have any dull spots. It didn't feel like it was overplayed at all. I mean, there's the whole shredder thing, and it's like, some of them have better phrasing than others. It's just true. Shredder. Shredding guitar, like shredder. They play really, 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 really fast. Like, it's
yeah.
It wasn't over the top. It was just right for the song.
Frederick Atkinson, as he has great taste, and so does Michael Ackerfeld, the singer. I would say Frederick Atkinson or Atkinson, however you pronounce it. Anyways, yeah, is a more technical person than Ackerfeld, but Ackerfeld's writing all the music.
The singer's tone was really good. It sounded really good. I liked it. I will be definitely checking out more Opeth. I'm gonna try to avoid if they do like the screaming stuff. I'll try to avoid that and try to stick to the more melodic stuff. I like metal, but I like singing metal. And even Dream Theater has some screaming. So I like some screaming, but it's not whenever it starts to get into like barking like a dog sound, where it's like I kind of lose it there.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Have you ever heard K9us?
No.
K9us with the Pitbull singer. Yeah, and then Hate Beak with the.
Well, if it sounds like you're clearing your throat the whole time.
Oh, no, come on. It's more than that.
Yeah, it's not all Cookie Monster, Matt.
Cookie Monster.
If we're talking about like maybe Slipknot or something like that, then yeah, I'd have to agree with you.
Yeah. Slipknot's definitely not one of my favorites. Most of the people that were really super into Slipknot were, in it for the drums. The drummer is really pretty awesome in Slipknot.
Yeah.
But as far as the vocals and the guitars, that's not my cup of tea. They do have a couple of cool songs that are more mellow though. They do. Well, there was one song my wife introduced me to that I liked of theirs. It was kind of mellow and I forget what it was called. Whatever. That's for another day. All right. Let's start transitioning into Kyle here. So any more final thoughts about Opeth? That was a pretty epic song. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I wanted to say I really like the harmonic complexity and what Matthew mentioned about the haunting feeling. With the descending line. What I think was amplifying that feeling is it seemed the singer the melody as the singer sang it, and instead of the guitar player playing like regular chords, meaning ones with only 3 notes, by adding those extra notes in there, it changed the harmonic context of the melody. Mm-hmm. So you got where the singer's singing along with the guitar player, but then when the guitar player started to add complexity harmonically, then it put the harmonic context on the singer, and that movement between band singer, and doing that quickly. That was really neat. Mm-hmm. Adam Neely just did a video not too long ago on Celine Dion and a composer she worked with that used that to great effect with the song. The guitar player solo, I liked on one of the first big bends. It was off. Mm-hmm. And he just kind of held it and then went a little bit higher to bring it. So to emphasize that dissonance, and I don't know if because I know as a guitar player, you are in the mode. You hit some note and it's a little off, but you don't care because you're going to correct it anyway. That's one of the beauties of a stringed instrument is you can just pull it back.
Yep.
And plus that's stylistic too. That's a little bit of that Chicago sound, to, make something just a little bit flat and then, either, go Texas and leave it flat or, bend it up a little bit more to, kind of complete the texture. So that was a couple of things I wanted to say.
Excellent. Anything else you want to say, Eve, before we move on to the next one?
Well, I would advise anybody watching and, the panel to check more Opeth out. And also, on that note, Porcupine Tree as well. Steven Wilson produced a bunch of their records.
We did. I did a Porcupine Tree once by request. Shout out to Grunge Grumpy. A good viewer requested it, so I checked out one of their songs. It was pretty cool. He also requested The Gathering. I don't know if you're familiar with The Gathering too.
I am. Nighttime Birds is great.
So let's talk here about you guys. I really appreciate you being here. Go over to Evelyn Holland's channel. There's links in the description. She's going to be on the rebroadcast. Everything's going to be on her channel. Check it out. Evelyn Holland's a great musician and songwriter, and you can check out The Keys of Solomon, and she's got new stuff in the works. Also, check out Kyle Walls. Kyle Walls' YouTube channel broke 9,000 subscribers. I'm looking forward to announcing your 10K day. That's coming soon. Everybody, make sure you go over and add to the party and subscribe to Kyle Walls. Check out kylewalls.com and Kyle Walls on Instagram. And of course, you guys, like I said at the beginning, yesterday was the day that I hit and passed 20,000 subscribers. Awesome. Thank you so much, all of you, for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please do so now if you have not. More than 85% of my views are not for subscribed people. So I know somebody hearing this has not mashed the button yet. So please go ahead, subscribe to my channel. Also, guys, check me out online, patreon.com/Matthews Music Lesson Studio, where you can support the channel. Your requests get much faster. If you go there and request it there, you'll bypass weeks and weeks of waiting. I'm telling you, I do take all your requests seriously. The chat requests, the comment requests. So go ahead and do them. And music lessons at MatthewsMusicLessonStudio.com. That's right, where you get to record the lessons from me and keep them voice, saxophone, guitar, ukulele, and record your lessons. Keep them on your device forever. MatthewsMusicLessonStudio.com. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys all next time on The Sound.
See you guys.
Live.
Yep. Have a good day, everyone.